Hey, stop right there. Before you swallow that B12 supplement today, I need you to hear something important, something that most doctors don't tell you, something that most health channels completely skip over, and something that could be the reason why, even after taking B12 for months, you still feel tired, still feel foggy, and still feel like something is just not right. If you are over 60 or even over 50, this video could genuinely change how your body feels every single day. So please, stay with me until the end, because the last point I'm going to share with you is the one that surprises people the most. Let me ask you something. Have you been feeling more tired than usual lately? Not the kind of tired that goes away after a good night's sleep. I mean that deep, heavy fatigue that just sits in your bones. Maybe you have been feeling a little foggy, a little forgetful. Maybe your hands or feet tingle sometimes, or you feel a strange weakness in your legs. Maybe you thought, I'm just getting older. And maybe, just maybe, someone told you to start taking B12. So you did. You picked up a bottle from the pharmacy, you have been taking it faithfully, and yet, nothing has changed. You still feel the same, maybe even worse. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know, you are not imagining it, and you are definitely not alone. Here is the thing that most people completely misunderstand. Taking B12 and actually absorbing B12 are two totally different things. And after 60, your body's ability to absorb this one vitamin drops dramatically. Most people have no idea this is happening. They take their supplement every morning, they check the box, they feel good about it, and they walk around deficient without ever knowing why. This is the silent problem that nobody is talking about. And today, on the Health Insider, we are going to fix that. By the end of this video, you are going to understand exactly why B12 deficiency is so common after 60, what mistakes most people make when taking it, which form of B12 actually works for your body at this age, what to take it with for maximum absorption, and the one timing mistake that practically cancels out the whole supplement. That last one is genuinely surprising. I have seen people do it for years without realizing it was working against them. Before we dive in, I want you to do something quick. Drop the word tired in the comments below if you have been feeling more fatigued than you used to. Just that one word. It helps me know this is reaching the right people, and honestly, you might be surprised how many others feel the exact same way. Now let me give you the foundation. Think of B12 like a special delivery package. Your body needs a very specific delivery driver to carry that package from your stomach into your bloodstream. That driver is called intrinsic factor, and it is a protein your stomach makes. Here is the problem. As you age, your stomach produces less stomach acid and less intrinsic factor. So even if you're taking B12 every day, if your stomach cannot produce enough of this delivery driver, the B12 just passes right through you. It never gets where it needs to go. You are basically paying for a delivery that never arrives. This is why so many seniors are deficient even when they are supplementing. The issue is not the B12. The issue is the delivery system. Number one, you are taking the wrong form. Not all B12 is created equal. Most cheap supplements contain a form called cyanocobalamin. It sounds scientific, it looks impressive on the label, but here's the truth. Your body has to convert it into a usable form before it can do anything. And that conversion process becomes less efficient as you get older. It is like giving your body a task it used to do easily but now struggles with. The better option, especially after 60, is methylcobalamin. This is the active, ready-to-use form. Your body does not need to convert it. It goes to work immediately. Think of cyanocobalamin as raw ingredients and methylcobalamin as the finished meal. After 60, your body wants the finished meal. When you are shopping for B12, look for methylcobalamin on the label. If it says cyanocobalamin, put it back. Number two, you are relying on a pill your stomach cannot process. Remember the delivery driver problem we talked about? Regular B12 pills and capsules depend entirely on your digestive system to absorb them. But if your stomach acid is low, if your intrinsic factor is reduced, those pills are not getting absorbed properly. The science backs this up. Studies show that in people over 60, oral B12 absorption through the gut can drop to less than 1% in some cases. 1%. That means 99% of what you swallow may never reach your cells. The solution here is sublingual B12. These are small tablets or liquid drops that you place under your tongue and let dissolve. They absorb directly into the bloodstream through the tiny blood vessels under your tongue, bypassing the digestive system entirely. No stomach acid needed, no intrinsic factor required. The delivery goes straight to where it needs to go. Many people who switch from regular pills to sublingual B12 notice a difference within just a few weeks. Number 3, you are not pairing it with the right nutrients. B12 does not work alone. Think of it like a team. B12 is the star player, but without the right teammates, even the star cannot perform. The most important teammate is folate, specifically the active form called methylfolate. B12 and folate work together in almost every important process in your body, from nerve repair to red blood cell production to brain function. If your folate levels are low, your B12 cannot do its job properly, even if your B12 levels look fine on a blood test. Another key nutrient is B6. Together, B6, B12, and folate help control homocysteine, which is a chemical in your blood that, when elevated, is linked to memory problems and heart issues. Taking B12 without these partners is like running a relay race with half your team missing. Look for a B-complex supplement, or make sure your B12 supplement includes methylfolate and B6. Number 4, you are taking it at the wrong time. This is the one that surprises people the most. B12 is a water-soluble vitamin. It does not need food to be absorbed. But here's what trips people up. Many people take their B12 right alongside their morning medications, and some of those medications are silent B12 blockers. Metformin, which is commonly taken for blood sugar, is one of the biggest ones. It actively reduces B12 absorption in the gut. Proton pump inhibitors, those are the acid reflux medications like omeprazole, reduce stomach acid, which you now know is already a problem. Antacids do the same thing. If you take any of these medications and you take your B12 at the same time, you are essentially fighting yourself. Take your B12 at a different time of day, at least 2 hours apart from these medications. It is a small change that makes a real difference. If this is making sense to you, go ahead and hit the like button right now. It tells me this content is actually helping you, and it helps more people find this channel who need this information. Number 5, you are ignoring the neurological symptoms. B12 is famous for energy, and yes, it absolutely affects energy. But the deeper issue is what happens to your nervous system when you are deficient. Your nerves are wrapped in something called a myelin sheath. Think of it like the rubber coating around an electrical wire. B12 is essential for maintaining that coating. When B12 is low for a long time, that coating starts to thin and break down. This leads to tingling in the hands and feet, balance problems, brain fog, memory issues, and in severe cases, real neurological damage. The scary part is that by the time you feel these symptoms, the deficiency has often been building for months or even years. And here's what makes it worse. The nerve damage from B12 deficiency can be very slow to reverse, or in some cases permanent if it goes on too long. This is why catching it early matters so much. If you have any tingling, numbness, or unusual memory issues, please talk to your doctor and ask specifically for a B12 blood test. Number 6, you are not getting tested. This might be the simplest point, but it is one of the most overlooked. Most people just start taking B12 because someone told them it was good for energy, but they have no idea what their actual levels are. Normal B12 levels are generally considered between 200 and 900 picograms per milliliter. But here is something important. Many experts now believe that levels above 400 are what you really want for optimal brain and nerve health, especially after 60. Some people in the normal range on paper are still experiencing deficiency symptoms because their levels are in the lower part of that range. Get the test. Know your number. Then you can supplement intelligently, not just blindly. Now let me tell you about someone who went through exactly this. A 67-year-old woman we will call Margaret had been feeling exhausted and foggy for almost 2 years. She told her doctor ran standard blood work, everything came back fine, but she kept feeling worse. She started having trouble remembering names, she was unsteady on her feet, and she felt a strange tingling in her fingers. Finally, a different doctor ran a specific B12 test and also checked her methylmalonic acid levels, which is a more sensitive marker for B12 deficiency. Her B12 was technically in the normal range at 230, but her methylmalonic acid was elevated, which meant her cells were not actually using the B12 properly. She switched to sublingual methylcobalamin, added methylfolate, changed the timing away from her acid medication, and within 6 weeks, she said she felt like herself again for the first time in years. She was not broken. Her body just was not getting what it needed in the right form. Here is your clear action plan. First, check your current B12 supplement. If it says cyanocobalamin, replace it with methylcobalamin. Second, switch to sublingual form, under the tongue, not swallowed. Third, take it with methylfolate and B6 or use a quality B complex. Fourth, take it at least 2 hours away from metformin, antacids, or acid reflux medications. Fifth, ask your doctor for a B12 blood test and aim for levels above 400. Sixth, if you have any nerve symptoms, tingling, foggy thinking, or balance issues, bring this up with your doctor immediately and mention B12 specifically. So to bring this all together, B12 is absolutely critical after 60. But taking it the wrong way means you may be getting little to no benefit. The form matters, the delivery method matters, the timing matters, and the nutrients you pair it with matter. Most people are making at least one of these mistakes without realizing it. Now you know better. If this video helped you, please give it a like. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need this information. And if you know someone over 60 who takes B12, please share this with them. It could make a real difference in how they feel. Subscribe to the Health Insider if you have not already, because every week we bring you clear, honest health information that is actually useful for your life. And in the next video, we are going to talk about the one vitamin that almost everyone over 60 is deficient in, and it is not the one you are thinking of. You will want to see that one. This video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Please consult your doctor before making any changes to your supplements or medications, especially if you have an existing health condition.